time is now, now or never, I can't look back. It's mine forever, the record is stacked. It's like the Letterman team on my back. The time is now, now or never, I'm making it count. Counting the times, they counting me out. Straight out the mud, I'm making it out. I gotta get it, the time is now. Sheesh.
Hey, we out here, vlog style.
This is like the old school. This is like the old school chill. Wasn't the chili vlog?
Yeah.
The thing back in the day, the sideline vlog. What happened to that vlog?
We had like 7 seasons of it. I was like one of the pioneers,
the original vloggers, right?
of vlogging like
Did you do
football
Vine
games.
too?
I didn't do Vine. I never got on that. But anyways, speaking of Vine and things that rhyme, we are dropping dimes.
Oh, look at that. See, when you give Chili the vlog camera, look what happens. All of a sudden, he turns back into the old Chili. All the above. Our camera. We've been cranking so long. Our camera overheated
because of all that talent out here.
Welcome into Dropping Dimes. I'm Cameron Cox. That's just Chili here. Listen, we are on the road. In case you can't tell, we're not in the studio. We're not in Zoom. We are outdoors, outside, sweating like crazy here at Basha High School, the defending Open Division state champions.
You know the deal.
Of course, all the showcases going on in the Valley right now. So listen, we had to stop by the biggest one, right, with the defending champs. There's so many going on across the Valley. It's tough to make it to all of them. We decided to come to this one, but hopefully we're spotlighting enough teams here in the Valley. Beetlejuice is going to join us a little later. He went to all of them. He's been to every one of them, and he's going to take us through the rest of the Valley. Chili, we also had some cool coaches stop by to talk.
We had some of the best coaches. From some of the
local
best
coaches,
teams.
Different teams too as well.
Local coaches and all the ones that recruit locally. Oh, and shout out to our guy QB1 over here at Basha, Jake Rogers, hoping to bring another Open Division title over here to Basha, to Val Vista. Cam?
Yeah.
Dropping dimes.
Dropping dimes. Interviews, roll the tape.
Hey, you know the deal. We got the one, the only, an absolute legend, Coach Barrow, currently at Illinois State, holding it down, representing. Hey, first thing I got to know, off the rip, who's got better pizza? Arizona or Chicago? Be honest.
Arizona, 100%. Even though it's just one place carrying most of the weight.
That is true.
I feel like you're a little biased.
I don't think so.
No.
I really don't.
It's a fair assessment, correct?
Possibly possibly just a little bit. But Arizona's got it all the way.
Coach,
I'll stand by that. It's going really, really well. It's awesome to be back out here. Get to spend about a week and a half, 2 weeks out here, and it's been great.
Hey, throwing out a ton of offers and things like that, but currently on your roster, you do have some Arizona talent. Talk to me about Dylan Lord and all the big things that he was able to do last year and being able to watch that development.
Yeah, I mean, Dylan came out of nowhere, you know. I mean, we knew he was good. He knew he was good, but now everybody does, especially with the performance he had in the national championship games. Really blew up, and I think the best thing about it was he had opportunities to obviously go other places, bigger places, make some money, and he stayed put, wants to kind of make his name here and continue to kind of cement his legacy. We're really excited that we've still got him, but we're really excited for what he's going to do in the future. Dylan's an awesome kid and tremendous football player. With him and Beckham, it's been really cool seeing these Arizona connections take place out in the Midwest.
Chili, remind me, Dylan, where'd he go to high school?
He went to Hamilton.
That's a Dylan, yeah.
Super talented kid.
Yeah, so Coach, listen, obviously you coached here in the Valley a long time. What do you remember about your time here in the Valley?
So from football standpoint, I remember it's really, really good football, tight-knit community, great kids, all of that stuff. And then now being on the college side of it, I remember how under-recruited it is. And you know, the biggest players, the top players, you know, they're always going to go big because that's, you know, the way it is. But there's still a really good market for our level FCS teams like Illinois State to come in here and recruit players because it's an untapped market for that level, in my opinion. It always has been. I think it still is. There's a lot of really, really great talent out here that I don't want to say it goes unnoticed, but for our level, FCS-wise, it kind of does. You have NAU; they do a terrific job, but that's it. So for us to come in and try to piggyback on that has been really beneficial for us.
Corona del Sol, obviously Casa Grande, the success you had there. What memories come to mind?
You know, just all the really good people that I had a chance to get to know, and you know, like you two and other well, no, true, and then other coaches that you know I had worked with and coached against, and sharing the stories. That's a big part of it. I mean, I was at the Chandler High Showcase yesterday, and Jai Jones, who I coached his freshman year. I think it probably threw everybody off because he pushed aside all these Power 4 coaches and came up to me and gave me a big hug. They were probably going,
Love that.
They were probably going, what's going on here? But you know, little connections like that, guys that you haven't seen for a while that are just tremendous people and that you're so proud of, players and coaches. I saw Trevor Russell yesterday, a former player of mine who's now coaching at Higley. So it all comes full circle, and that's the best part about it.
Actually, we all grow up at some point.
Hey,
we all
man.
did that
At some point.
Hey, he only had one place to go, and that was to college. Being such a quarterback savant with like Angel Flores, Connor Ackerley, all guys playing Division I football, and Luke Farrell coming soon. So, you know, the college lifestyle, the way it moves, the evolution of recruiting, like how tough has that been to transition into since you're in the middle of that?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I'll say one thing that hasn't, I'm going to get myself in trouble here, hasn't made it super difficult is the open enrollment landscape of Arizona high school football. You know, because you're battling for players all the time. So
Right.
it's an easier transition than you would think. Yes, that's where I'll get myself into trouble. It prepped me a little bit, so that's you know, one way to look at it. But it's not a huge difference because at the end of the day, it's relationships with kids, relationships with players. And so you build them with, just like you would high school kids, you build them now with recruits. And players are super intuitive. They can see through if you're not genuine. And I think at the end of the day, the relationships are kind of what help you.
There we go. Coach Barrow, appreciate the time. Thanks for stopping by and talking to a few of us
legend.
yahoos. all
Great
right?
to see you both. Great to see you both.
Welcome back to the Valley, sir.
Yes, it's been awesome.
We out here, Basha live. These college spring showcases, absolutely insane. And we got the one and only, an absolute local legend, Caleb Moore. Went to Chandler, Brophy,
Yes, sir.
Arizona, and now took over the receiving room over at Portland State, making some noise in the big sky.
Coach,
Trying to,
how's it
trying.
going?
It's good. I'm going good, man. How are you doing?
We're doing great, man. What a beautiful day out here in the
No
Valley.
doubt.
We got a little shade today.
Man,
it's
dude,
not a
This
billion.
Portland weather. This Portland weather.
I landed
We
back
got
in
that.
Arizona. It was 105. You talk about a warm welcome home. I'm back though.
Coach, take us through your high school career for those that don't remember. What do you remember about your time at Chandler, then at Brophy?
Yes, sir. So obviously played for Coach Aguano at Chandler. My dad was his defensive coordinator. Brought the first state championship home to Chandler High School way back when. Bryce Perkins, all those boys was over there.
No big deal.
No big deal, you know.
That celebration was epic on the field. I just remember.
Beating Hamilton for the first state championship is legendary. And then transfer over to Brophy. My dad ended up being the defensive coordinator for Scooter Molander, who just took the Eastmark job, and then was fortunate to just be around great people, get developed by a great quarterback coach and Coach Molander, and then just their passion and their energy and what they did for me as coaches kind of played into me wanting to become a coach on top of my dad doing it. And so, you know, I was around great people that inspired me, and now I'm out here trying to do what I can to help the next generation.
But he's leaving something out. He got mentored by an all-time Arizona great, an
Absolutely.
Arizona legend,
Can't forget about Bobby Wade.
the one and only.
No doubt.
Some people say that he's the GOAT of Arizona high school football.
He was
That's
our
what they say.
He was our
what they
as
say.
our 25th anniversary All Fever player ever.
Oh, yeah.
Sheesh.
I can't
What was
tell him
that
that
like?
myself, though. I can't tell him that myself.
We can't, right?
No.
What was that like, getting to learn the game from him and the coaching side of it and all that?
I think the first thing you realize with Bobby is he's a great person, and the way he pours into people, not only players but other coaches, that's what makes him so great. And then just having the shared interest, vested interest in Arizona, recruiting Arizona, developing Arizona talent. When we were at Arizona, we got Trey over there, we got Gio over there. It's great to work with them. Brandon Phelps, obviously the all-time leading receiver in the state.
Sheesh, go ahead and say that
And
then.
So, you know, we when
big
I was
deal.
at Arizona with Bobby, we were able to get that thing right with Arizona guys, and now being in Portland, I want to try to bring some of that Arizona talent out there.
How'd you end up at Portland State? How did we get all the way? That's
How did I end up
That's
at
a
Portland
ways
State?
away,
It's a
coach.
ways away, but it's still the West Coast, baby.
Okay.
And so the tight end coach at Arizona my first year there, he had coached with the head coach at the beginning of his career. He got the offensive coordinator job, and he made the call. And for me, it's like you tell kids in recruiting, you need to take a chance on yourself. You need to go take an opportunity. That was my opportunity.
step up, right?
Absolutely. So I went and took over the receiver room, my first position job. And the cool thing for me is now when I'm in recruiting, I can sit there and tell the kids I did it. I took the opportunity. I took the chance to bet on myself. You guys should be doing that too.
Yeah, you love it.
I love it. I love it. I've been loving it so far, and then shoot, I'm right back in Arizona. So how could you be mad?
What type of coach are you? Like, you know, listen, when I assume you're young, everybody sees the coach. Some of the khakis,
Oh, yeah.
they tuck the what is the play sheet in the back.
yeah.
So are you an energetic coach? What type of style are
I'm
you?
an energetic coach. I love my players. I try to lift them up instead of tear them down. But the one thing I can say is I'm the same guy every day. I'm not going to flare up when things go south. I'm not going to be high tension, high energy when things are going bad. I'm the same guy every day, and I treat those guys with respect. And, you know, you got to coach them like to be a professional. You got to show them the way because they don't always know what to do. And so they got to follow your leadership.
Hey, I know you've had the opportunity, Phoenix boy, and you got to spend some time in Tucson on the recruiting trail. Breakfast burrito, where you going? Burrito Express or Nico's? Like, which one's really better?
You gotta go with Burrito Express.
That's what I'm talking about, my man. Angel.
Absolutely. I had some Burrito Express this morning. I can't even lie.
Hey, we in that thing.
Oh yeah.
Stop it.
So, like, do you have another favorite restaurant in mind? Like, what do you like here in the valley?
So I'll tell you what. Down in Tucson, they got Guadalajara Grill. They make the chips and salsa right in front of you.
The Mexican food is
Mexican
better in
food
Tucson
than anywhere else in the country. Absolutely. Now I'm up here in the valley. You know, there's some hidden secret spots. We went to Ike's when I was in town last. Ike's is a classic out here. That's one of the ones I always make sure I stop by when I'm in town.
Coach, what do you hope that people can learn about Portland State?
I hope they learn that, number one, we love football. We're going to do things the right way. We're going to develop you on and off the field. But the other thing is we're going to have fun while we're doing it. Because you only signed up to play football because you enjoy it. So why would you take that love and enjoyment from the game away from the kids? Right?
Yeah.
You want to make it to where they can enjoy the process, enjoy the people they're going to be around, and then shoot, you can't lose the love for the game.
Real quick, did you want to talk any smack to Hamilton?
Nah. I got Trey Spivey over there from Hamilton, so I got some love for him. But you know, it's always going to be Chandler Wolves till the end of time, man.
Death.
Yep, absolutely. Chandler and Brophy, I'm always rock with them.
Hey, you know the deal. We're doing it big out here, live on Val Vista, Bachelor's Showcase, College Showcase, every college coach in the country out here. And one of the most important ones, Coach Ford from Idaho, holding it down in Arizona for years. Coach Ford, talk to me. I need to know, why is it so important for you to make roots here in Arizona, being all the way up in Idaho?
Yeah, I think
All the way.
It's a long French fry country to
We are a
burrito
long
country.
way away from Idaho.
No, I think a couple reasons. I think number one, we know the level of football here is high, right? High level coaching. There's a lot of competition, so you get to see live bullets in the spring, which you don't get to see up in the Northwest, right?
The showcases are different,
They're
right?
different.
Coaches, like, not a lot of states do things like this where college coaches can really see these guys practice and play football like this.
Yes, and like Chili said, since I started coming down here in like 2020, it's been that way, where you can get out here in the spring, you can see them play real football, see them really move. Right, there's no pads, but you can still get a great evaluation, and because there's so competitive, there's so many competitive programs, you're seeing good on good, right? It isn't like you're seeing a 4-star kid against a guy that's not going to play JV, right? You're seeing some really good players competing against really good players.
You can make a lot of stops too. Like, you can spend a week and a half here or something, right?
Absolutely. We normally stay out here for about a week and try to see 30 to 40 schools, and between the showcases and just getting on campus and people practicing, you get to see a lot of guys right there in person live and seeing them do football stuff, right? It's one thing to walk into a school and meet a kid, right? It's way different when you're seeing them do indie, you're seeing them get coached, right? You're seeing them take coaching. And so all those things are really intriguing to us from the eval standpoint. And then, from the program standpoint, the Arizona kids normally come in a little bit more ready, right? A lot of these programs are closer to college-style programs than some of the other places that we recruit. So it's been really nice to be able to get some of these guys, and it takes a very small adjustment to get them going.
So, Coach, Chili and I are recruits. We want to play college football. How are you selling us to come to Idaho?
Yeah, I think there's two things. Number one, we've got great facilities, right? We've got really good facilities. We're an FCS program that was FBS for a really long time, and we didn't lose the FBS facilities. The other thing is we've really done a good job with the pipeline, right? So now you're going to be down there, or excuse me, up there with guys that you probably played against, right? Maybe you did 7-on-7 with, right? Guys that you have some familiarity with. And so once you start building the pipeline, it's easier to continue it going. But I think the big draw for the Arizona kids is they get out of the heat a little bit. You can get a little bit different experience, a little bit more green up there. You get 4 seasons, and it's always 71 in the dome. So you know what I'm saying? So
It's always
71 in the dome. So those kids don't have to worry about playing snow games or anything like that. So it's I think once they get up there and they see the place, it becomes really attractive.
Competitive football at a high level in a different place, and experience life is what it's all about.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right.
And one of the most important things that Coach Ford has neglected to mention, but I would never let him do this to himself, is
I don't know where he goes when he does this, Coach.
he is not just a mentor for our athletes out there trying to chase their NFL dreams, My man has also done it front office style, taking young
Yes.
Andrew Morgan in
My guy.
and helping him chase his front office dreams now at U of A. What was it like getting Andrew Morgan into your system and working with him for the year?
Yeah, having Andrew last year was huge because he was someone that, even though he was young, he had been in the system, right? Seeing how it's done at the Power 4 level. And so when he came down to us, it was like he already been doing this job. And he was not just good, he was excellent. You know, we had the top recruiting class in all of FCS football in 2026.
Say that.
And he was a big reason for that.
Love that.
Just his ability to evaluate, but more than anything, his ability to organize, get kids on campus and treat them like they should be treated, right? They felt like, you know, when they come to Idaho, they probably felt like Power 4 recruits, the way we did our recruiting, because that's kind of how we do it.
Man, I love that.
All right, Coach. I know you got work to do.
Yeah,
Kept me
man.
long enough.
Appreciate y'all,
it.
man.
Thanks for sticking
Yeah.
around.
Hey, we out here with the dude over here, my guy, Coach Tank Peters. Actually, I think it's Stephon Tank Peters, right?
I don't know, but anybody named Tank, because that's a great nickname.
Straight
I'm
from
good.
Florida by way of Liberty, and now repping the brand NAU, our guys up north. So I got to know, assistant defensive backs coach, recruiting coordinator. What's it like making the transition from Liberty all the way up there?
It's been great so far. Being under Coach Wright and the staff, I feel like I'm around the best staff in the country, truthfully. And credit to Coach Thomas, being under his staff and working with him every single day, being under a structured, disciplined program. I really think it helped me take that next jump up to NAU. But I was with the offensive side of the ball last year under Coach Wright, Coach Larson, Coach Domino, and learning the offensive perspective and just that side of the game. And then getting back to my ways. Obviously, I was the corners coach at Liberty 2 years ago, so now back on the defensive side of the ball. So really grateful for the opportunity to work with the staff.
Now, my memory goes in and out because apparently I'm getting old these days. 2 years ago, that was Liberty's first, correct? That was the right?
3 years ago.
3 years.
ago.
3 years
Yes,
ago.
yes,
Three
sir.
years ago. So what was it like being a part of that program?
It was great. Obviously, working under Coach Thomas, Coach Guinea, just learning from them and the structure of a program, working with great kids every day. Those kids work their ass off every single day, and it's being able to be disciplined, being able to push your teammates for a better cause, and it's being able to be, like I said, a great culture. It was really great to learn under.
Building what Coach Thomas built at Liberty, no easy task, but I always harp on this. Coach Guinea is an absolute defensive savant. What makes him so special in that Liberty defense over there, having spent time over there with him?
I think just like their three high defense is not really normal that people would do every single day.
Fact.
So being able to run that structure and being able, he's all in with the kids, like every single day, being all in with them, and then just being able to relate to the players really, and being able to understand their strengths and weaknesses of what they can do of running different coverages and different schemes. And he's in the lab 24/7, breaking down film, creating a game plan. So I think that's what makes them very difficult as a defense, being one of the top defenses in the state.
You're not the only guy from Liberty to make the jump over to NAU. Our guy, Coach Roshman, he's the GM over there at NAU. What's it been like being able to reconnect with him and work with him?
It's great. Obviously, working under Tim, he was a receivers coach at Liberty when I was the corners coach there, and then he took the jump and made the recruiting coordinator jump at NAU, and then he took the GM role, and then I took the recruiting coordinator role. But I told him I'm not taking no GM role, so he can have that. We're not taking those spots there. But Tim's great. He does an unbelievable job in the program, unbelievable job in Arizona, recruiting the state, keeping the best kids in state, and he really took our program to the next level.
All right, Coach, get you out here on this. Chili and I are prospects. All right, we're college prospects. We want to play college ball. What would you tell us to come to Flagstaff? What's your recruiting pitch?
Really, come play in the Big Sky Conference, one of the best conferences in the country. Come play at NAU where we develop. We're chasing 2 trophies. We're chasing the Big Sky Championship. We're chasing the National Championship, and we're trying to put guys to the next level. I think we create great men on and off the field. We had the highest team GPA in school history last year. So I think
Get a degree, guys. That's important too.
100%.
Shout out to Kevin McKay.
Make Bob happy, okay? Go to the NFL, but get that dang degree.
Yeah, so I think just different pictures like that of this, like I said, the education and on the field development piece. So we had 3 FCS freshmen All-Americans in the past 2 years, might say. So that's top 5 in the country. So being able to be developed at a high level, all conference players, All-Americans. We got a guy with the Broncos right now in mini camp. So I feel like that development piece takes us to the next level.
Can I add something there?
Yeah.
Your facilities.
Absolutely.
Like let me tell you,
A1.
Flagstaff
A1.
is
Yeah.
beautiful. All right, and it's right in its own sense.
Devin Booker showed
But
us.
then, but then, like the facilities are great, and as we've heard, You might run into Devin Booker in the summertime. You might. Coach won't say that,
Hey.
but he might be there hooping and training. But it's such a beautiful atmosphere to practice football, and the dome is great too as well.
Yeah, like you said, Devin Booker, he'll roll through there with his truck, go into the elevation chamber, get shots up, obviously, different things like that. But we really have an advantage. We have this thing now called 7K built, obviously being at 7,000 elevation, being able to train there and be able to play there, it's an advantage, truthfully, being able to have that advantage over other schools in the conference, and our guys training at an elite level every single day.
Hey,
Coach,
two things before I let you
Oh,
go, though.
go.
I got to know, your roster is built up with so many Arizona kids. What went into all that besides you and Roshman obviously having these Arizona links?
I think just our whole staff really understand and try to keep the best kids in state, and then also keeping the kids that went out of state in the portal trying to come back home. Obviously, Andre Gibson from Desert Edge, Carter Levitsky from Horizon, Jackson Murray from Horizon, all those kids, and even more kids that we try to get them back in the home state. There's nothing better than putting on for a home state, having that pride, being able to have your family drive up only 2 hours for a game and everything, having the stands packed and being able to, like I said, build the culture that we have.
All right, man. Hey, Coach Peters, Tank. Oh, man, you know we can't come to Basher. We cannot come to Basher Boulevard and not check in with the dog.
Not at all.
The one and only Noah Roberts, Mr. I can get that touchdown, the home run hitter. Noah, what's going on, man? You got all these colleges out here, but you already made your decision.
What's up, y'all? It's good. We at the gym here right now. It was a good practice. All the colleges came. The boys showed out. It was a good showing for everybody. Everybody getting looks.
Noah, what's it like for this showcase? Like, you guys, of course, being the defending champs now, how's it feel?
It's fun. It's fun. It's real fun. All the colleges come out and we get to showcase our talents. It's like the new team. It's a new team this year, so we all get to play free and just play ball here in front of all the coaches.
Hey, what are some of the changes going to be? You know, obviously we got Jake Rogers at quarterback. What can we expect this year coming?
I'll say a more experienced group. You know, most of the offense is coming back. We had some guys leave, but I feel like it's a more experienced group this year. We know what we're doing another year under the offense, so we're just going to be clicking earlier this year, I feel like.
So does that mean Coach McDonald is a little bit more happier these days?
Yeah.
Experienced group, you guys know what to do, so is he smiling more?
Yeah. I can tell the stress is off him now.
Oh, man. See, now we're getting to the nitty gritty here.
Hey, take me back a year ago this time to now. Like, harder to chase the ring or defend this thing?
Hard to defend. So we're on top right now, but we got to defend it. So we really got to like take the mindset of we're being hunted. So we really got to go out there every game and prove it, because every team gonna be looking to knock us off.
Sure. Yeah. What do y'all talk about in the weight room? Like, what's the message?
Last year's team's not this year's team, so we all got to work like we haven't won nothing. Like, even though we have a lot of returning guys, like, this is a new team. We haven't won nothing, so we got to go out and get it this year.
Noah, take us through your decision, your commitment. How'd you come to Texas?
Really just because, like, the offense and, like, Coach Sarkisian is just like an NFL offensive system. He has so many backs to the NFL. Texas RBU.
Officially RBU. The names that have come out of there are some of the greats.
So many greats come out of Texas, so I just want to be one of them. You got Ricky Williams, Bijan, Jamal Charles, like, all them boys came out of Texas. I just want to be the next one. Sorry.
Sheesh.
Look, I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
I can sing the fight song with you.
No way.
We'll do it together.
I don't know the fight song yet, but like,
When you learn it.
when I got you.
Yeah. BJ Media, come here. You give us your thoughts. Give me one school you've been to, because you've been to a bunch of them too. BJ Media.
Yep.
What's one school that stood out to you?
I mean, the obvious answer is Basha, but I'm going to call out somebody that really exceeded my expectations.
Oh, I like this.
Ooh,
I like this.
ooh.
Hold it.
Hold it.
Hold it.
There's 2 or 3 teams I could say for this, but I'm going to say Cactus Shadows, man. They graduated 29 seniors, but I was really impressed with the young guys they have coming up that really haven't gotten that much tick. Gage Millard, that quarterback, he's going to be really good. Brock Cashton's going to be really good. Obviously, Gunnar Perry, the Cal
we just
commit,
had on the
transferred
show.
in.
Friend of the show.
Cactus Shadows is a sleeper in
Oh.
5A.
Hey, you know the deal. We came out here at Val Vista, Basha Boulevard,
Yeah.
and we got our guy, Adam
No,
Beadle.
Chili, that's not how you do it. How do you introduce him? You didn't say the words. You didn't say the words. He didn't.
Oh,
Go ahead. No, we're not cutting this. You go ahead.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
Beetlejuice.
I don't see him.
Beetlejuice.
Now we see him. Adam Beadle,
Hey.
the man who's scheduled for these showcases, looks like a travel itinerary for a CEO of like $1 billion corporation. My man had these 2 weeks mapped out. I don't know, 2.5 weeks, where he has been every place possible this man has been. So, Adam, listen, we want to talk to you about the rest of the Valley here. Obviously, we're out here at Basha. Give me some schools that you've went to so far that have really stood out to you.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a great night last week over at Desert Edge with Desert Edge and Liberty. Two great head coaches, Coach Henry and Coach Thomas, and they just have so many amazing players in their program. Obviously all the stars over there at Desert Edge, Blake Roscoff, Zarek Sidney, who was super cool to see him get back on the field after being sidelined for a lot of last season. And Liberty is a little bit different this season because they had a bunch of players graduate last year. They're kind of flying some new players to come in. One of the guys I love a lot, Caden Young, is a 2028 DB, and that kid is an absolute stud. And then we were over at Pinnacle High School on Monday. Chaparral was there. Coach Carroll, of course, Pinnacle. Centennial as well was out there. Arcadia was out there. And then yesterday we had the other CUSD coaches schools, ACP, Hamilton, and Chandler. So we've been able to get to a lot.
And you go to Williamsfield last night too, right?
Yeah, Williamsfield last night with the Blackhawks and Queen Creek and ALA Queen Creek and Red Mountain, who I've seen Red Mountain twice now. And, I'm really excited for what Kyle Enders and that team's going to do over there as well.
See, Joe, you thought we work hard.
No. I've already passed the crown.
Oh, we have?
I've already passed the crown. He's pushing me close to
on.
retirement. Hey, listen, I got to know, though, getting to go to all these showcases that were developed by Coach Lawson over at Red Mountain and see all these teams, is there any one team that kind of stands out to you as a possible sleeper that might break through, make it to the playoffs that wasn't in the playoffs last year, or make a run to the championship that we never would have expected?
I got to be honest. I think Chaparral over there with Coach Carroll. I think Shaptown is back. I think they've got a lot of great people. Ryan Trokey, really amazing quarterback over there, and they've got some big dudes on the offensive line. Just a lot of really skilled athletes over there. So I think that's one team we can expect to have a much better season this year compared to last year.
This is how dedicated our man Beetle is. So, he skipped Chaparral's first practice, right? He, made his schedule, and he wrote it on there, and he skipped it because ASU's Randy Bennett decided to call the 8:30 in the morning press conference. So he was there for that. Yeah. And then I talked to him. He's like, I got to go to Tucson next. I got to go left and right and all that. But then you made it back to Chaparral.
I did.
You had to adjust your schedule. So that's why it's written in pencil.
I actually would have ended up seeing Shep twice probably because they still would have been at Pinnacle. So at least I still got to see him. But yeah, and talk about it, I went down to Tucson, got to see Micah Mountain and a couple of those teams, South Point Catholic as well, and then came back up here the next day at Highland and seeing everybody. So.
Queen Creek has a new quarterback after Tate Reynolds has gone to Clemson, right?
Yep, Queen Creek's had a new quarterback, Sawyer Hales. I'm really excited about his future. I think he has all the great mechanics to become the next great quarterback to come out of Queen Creek. And I talked to him yesterday, and he said he still talks to Tate a lot. He was really thankful, just kind of the knowledge he gained from him. Obviously, Tate was an Elite 11 quarterback and might be the starter at Clemson next year. So I'm really excited with the story. And Steve Huber's the new head coach over there as well. It just seems like that program is very juiced up right now, and the energy is really high, so I'm excited to see what they do.
You got a player in mind that we haven't talked about that we should be watching this year?
I don't know.
Somebody that doesn't have stars attached to their name, somebody that we haven't tweeted about.
Chili.
This is a good one. A player to keep eyes on I haven't seen yet. He doesn't have stars yet, but I think he's going to do really good. I just saw him this morning. Simeon Sykes over at Castile is a 2029 linebacker.
The defending champs, the Castile
defending
Colts.
Champs. By the way, they look good. I don't know. Maybe they could go defend it again, go back to back. But he's a kid that's really going to grow into his body by the time he is going to play at the next level. He's really agile and moves really well. I'm excited to see what he does.
Got any more from Beetlejuice for you? He's got places to go. His schedule.
Yeah,
I think we've cut into his next appointment.
He got paired.
Yeah, I think it's.
So we're gonna let him go, Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Listen, no, we're done. That's it. We're gonna wrap the show up here. Adam Beetle, Just Chili, coming to you from Basha High School. Wanted to showcase. Listen, we cover a lot of topics today. We talked to a lot of college coaches, which is pretty cool. Beetle helped us give us an overview of all these showcases. It should be a lot of fun. Of course, we're now hitting the summer months, but the high school football season will be here before you know it. Anything out the door? Who is it?
Me. I'm out the door. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. I need a breakfast burrito right about now. Shout out to Burrito Express.
Did you get an invite?
No, if you would have came to Castile this morning,
I wasn't invited. I wasn't invited.
I'm just putting that out there.
I wasn't invited.
Dude, best snow cone I've ever had. Shout out to Castile Boosters.
It's 1,000,000 degrees right now. We didn't get not one snow cone.
It's amazing. I love it.
I'm going to grab some water.
All the lights stay on me. I treat the game like Wall Street. If not, it am times 10 with the benefits. Don't time is now.